As more women enter the workforce, there has been a demand for updated legislation regarding maternity rights. The following are the most recent acts that have been introduced in Sindh and KPK. The Sindh Maternity Benefit Act 2018 is applicable in Sindh. Section 3 imposes an obligation on the employer to grant a leave of 4 weeks preceding the date of delivery and 12 weeks after the birth. Section 4 allows for 1 week paid leave in case of a miscarriage, 4 weeks paid leave in case of a stillbirth, 16 weeks paid leave in case of a premature birth, and 4 weeks paid leave for any other complication which may endanger the life of the mother or her child. As per Section 5, women entitled to maternity leave are required to have worked for a year before the date of delivery. As per Section 6, employees are expected to notify the employer of the pregnancy 12 weeks prior to the date of delivery. In Section 8, in case of a death of an employee during pregnancy or childbirth, the employer is obligated to pay 10% of her monthly salary for the number of years she has worked at the establishment to her legal heirs. The Act also requires establishments to have a daycare facility with CCTV surveillance and allows employees to visit the facility 4 times a day. The law regarding any imposition of a penalty requires clarity. The Sindh Employees Social Security Act 2016 also extends to all of Sindh. Section 37 allows for any secured woman to receive maternity benefit, provided that the contribution, being sum of money payable by the employer under this act, is payable or has been paid for 180 days during a year prior to the date of her confinement, which is to be certified by a medical professional, shall be entitled to a maternity benefit for 12 weeks. Revised Leave Rules 1980 apply to all civil servants. Section 13 grants women a fully paid 90-day maternity leave. It will also be granted 3 times during her employment, and any 4th maternity leave will count as a normal leave. The KPK Maternity Benefit Act 2013. The KPK Maternity Benefit Act 2013 is applicable to the whole of KPK. It is applicable to all women in the province working in an establishment, meaning an organization, whether industrial or commercial, as defined in the Industrial and Commercial Employment Standing Orders Ordinance 1968. Section 3 prohibits employment of women 6 weeks after the date of delivery. It also prohibits employing women for arduous work that may adversely affect her health for 1 month immediately, 6 weeks prior to the date of delivery, and 6 weeks after. As per Section 4, a woman is entitled to maternity benefit at the rate of her wages for 12 weeks, provided that she has worked at the establishment for not less than 4 months preceding the day which she delivers the child. As per Section 5, a woman is obligated to give notice, orally or in writing, that she is to be confined for 6 weeks. If she fails to do so, she is to give notice within 7 days of delivering a child. The employee is required to provide proof of birth. As per Section 6, in case of death of the employee, the employer is to pay the benefit to any individual the woman has nominated. If she dies after having given birth, the employer will be liable to pay her up to and including the day of her death. Any amount paid in excess shall not be recoverable from her legal representative. Section 7 prohibits dismissal of a female employee which has taken a maternity leave. Any notice of dismissal without sufficient cause issued to her will be ineffective. The Act imposes a fine up to 10,000 rupees for any employer in contravention of the Act as per Section 10. The Maternity and Paternity Leave Bill 2018. The Maternity and Paternity Leave Bill 2018, if passed as an act, will allow for fully paid maternity and paternity leaves.